Top 10 Manhwa or Manhua with God-class art. If you love Asian comics, then you are in for a treat with this top 10 Manhwa or Manhwa with God-class art. Each of the artists on this list has a unique style in the way they portray their characters and scenes, which properly bring out the stories that come with it. Everyone has their own favorite art style, and it might be hard to find a manhwa that matches with yours. That is why today we have decided to go over 10 of the best manhwa or manhua with God-class art and break down some of their key features so you can choose which one is right for you. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe and like for more top 10s. Starting off with our number 10, The Second Coming of Gluttony. This is a really great story, and I would reread this again and it make it a lot of sense. The characters and their design are really great, and their ability with how they work or talk. The colors are really good and they flow with all the other colors. At the brink of death on an otherworldly battlefield, Jihu Seol is granted the chance to relive his life. But all magic has its limits, and Seol only retains a few fragments of the man that he will become. Memories of a future he says yet to live manifest in sporadic dreams, and magic grants him unearned luck. When his magic fails, Seol's life takes a turn for the worse. Desperate and alone, he is approached by a mysterious woman with an offer that will change his life forever. Will his dreams be enough to save him from the horrors that lie ahead? Number 9. World's Apocalypse Online. Hidden Gem. One of the best manhwa till date. Must try it. Art is great and the storyline is crazy good. As the apocalypse reigned, Gu Qinshang used his power to travel back in time before the end. Doing so lets him be connected to two worlds, giving him access to the war god system. This time around, will Gu Qinshang be able to fight against heaven's will and change his fate? Story is really interesting. Art is good, but sometimes it don't go well with the story, but it also gives a classic vibe. The main characters are well made, are funny, badass, side character also fit well and make story more interesting. Overall, it is good and I highly recommend it to all. Number 8. Eleceed. The story is absolutely excellent and continually gets better every additional chapter. I am constantly amazed at how the author seamlessly introduced world-building elements. The premise of the comic is very intriguing and leaves an absolute ton of options for the author to take the story. Jiwoo is a kind-hearted young man who harnesses the lightning-quick reflexes of a cat to secretly make the world a better place. One saved little child or foster pet at a time. Kaden is a secret agent on the run, who finds himself stuck in a body of a decidedly fat old fluffy cat. Together, armed with Jiwoo's superpowers and Kaden's uber smarts, they are out to fight those forces who would let evil rule this world. That is, if they can stand each other long enough to get the job done. This is really brilliant and just keeps improving with each chapter. Now this is expected because it is a character-driven story, and once the characters grow up on you, your enjoyment in the story will keep increasing. Number 7. Windbreaker. I cannot recommend this story enough. Do you know what kind of mastermind you have to be in order to create a story with this much depth and care? Not a single detail goes unnoticed in this comic, and every chapter leaves you wanting more. Anything really, anything please. Jay is a student president of Sunny High. He is not just a smart student, but an extreme biker with high techniques. As you follow his bike, you will meet his friends, love, and adventures. This manga is one of the best ones I have ever read. It is a roller coaster of emotions and just immerses you in the characters and their lives. It gets really deep at times, but that's what makes it good. All I can say is just read it because you won't regret it. Number 6. White Blood. When vampires destroy her chance to have the normal life she's always wanted, Hyeon is forced to draw on her darkest secret to rid the world of the merciless hunters that took it over 10 years ago. With the support of a rising star in the local police force, Hyeon steps up to protect her loved ones, face her past, and get her revenge. So, let's start. The main character is a pure-blood vampire and they are really rare. She plans on taking out all the vampires due to revenge and anger. I won't spoil it. The art is amazing. Definitely 10 out of 10. The characters are fine so far. I recommend reading this if you are interested in the overpowered main character. Well, so far there isn't much to cry about, but it's really good. Moving on to our number 5, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. The art is very good and completely done. The design of the characters in the world is not particularly original, but it's hard to deny that it's executed beautifully. Back then, Dokja had no idea. He had no idea his favorite wave novel, 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse, was going to come to life, and that he would become the only person to know how the world was going to end. He also had no idea he would end up becoming the protagonist of this novel turned reality. Now, Dokja will go on a journey to change the course of the story and save humankind once and for all. Read it for the art, but be ready to be frustrated by the superficial explorations of his premise. Number 4. Her Summon. Man, this is an amazing manga. Everything about it is perfect, everything. 3 years after he sets himself away from the society and surrounds himself with 2D friends, Otaku Jin Kyung finds himself summoned to another world by a petite summoner who need help. The art is simply out of this world. I give it 10 out of 10 without even thinking twice. The artists really give their all to draw the amazing fight scenes or power-ups, and as well as some good fan service for the men and women of culture out there. This is an overall very good story. Go read it now. Don't wait. You will not regret it. Number 3. Zengal Juice. The only good thing is the insanely amazing art and the FMC story. The trope of letting villains fight again and again endlessly, unique in the aspect of being informative on bugs, but that's pretty much it. Suchan Jang is an extraordinary college student at the top of the social food chain, but underneath the perfect facade, he hides a pair of insect wings that suddenly grew when he used a mysterious bug spray called Zengal Juice. Suchan's life crumbles when he bears his wings to the world to save someone's life. When all hope seems lost, Suchan stumbles upon a hidden world of insect humans where everyone is accepted for what they are. But the law of jungle governs this secret society and all must fend for themselves in order to survive. Overall, as the only thing, I'm reading this for the art. Number 2. Study Group. Yusung Technical High School isn't exactly the ideal place to study. A rarity among his peers, Gamin is a student with just one goal, to get into university. At a school where it's every man for himself, he is rejected from countless study groups before he decides to form his own. When Han Chong, Gamin's former tutor, joins his high school in the hopes of earning her teacher certification, it seems like they are both reaching for the impossible. Can they defeat the odds and achieve their dreams? Another great webtoon from YLab's Blue String universe, which consists of many other webtoons and is similar to the MCU. This one stands out with its characters, but I can't really say that I am personally a big fan of the plot cause I am not. It's just a bit off to me. I'll still keep reading though. It's a solid manhwa. And finally, number 1. Solo Leveling. Overpowered setting is really my cup of tea, which is getting weak to OP. The solo leveling was on its own league among other manhwa when I read it for the first time. Thus, a new setting itself has a huge impact on me. At that time, I was fed up of isekai and martial art types and system genre was on rise. But as you know, if a plot setting becomes successful, many manhwa will adopt similar settings. Similarly, the solo leveling of setting plot got overcrowded. Second Life Ranker, I Am the Sorcerer King. Thus, improved and more refined of similar setting manhwa seems to pop up here and there. Because of that, many may complain that solo leveling should have more world building or character building and may find it less appealing among similar manhwa. Art was one of the best in that time and way ahead in its competition. It's an eye candy. Well, This was it for the today's list and the video. But before ending, if you really did enjoy our today's video, make sure you drop a like and also make sure that you are subscribed to us and leave that notification bell set to ringing so that you won't miss any of our future updates. You can always leave your views and suggestions down below in the comment section. Till the next one, see ya and peace out.